Hello, and welcome to episode 57 of Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast. I'm Nick.
And I am Mason.
And today we're going to be talking about episode 58 and chapter 1 of the Dragon Ball Super Manga.
Yes.
How was your week?
Which part of it? This this first half or the last week?
Well, I would say, I guess the last week and a half. Because we had to scrap this. We started from scratch because our equipment actually busted on Sunday. And we had to get a warranty replacement. But you know what? We got it. We're good to go. So here we are.
And we're going to record an episode for you guys that you probably don't care about.
Pretty much.
And yeah.
So how was the last week and a half for you?
I'm going to be straightforward with you. I don't remember anything that happened last week.
Well, Saturday was, we celebrated our brother's birthday.
Yeah, that happened. The Masters.
We hung out all day on Saturday.
Yeah, I forgot.
I did too. When I said that, I was almost telling myself.
What happened?
We hung out all day on Saturday.
Yeah, we went to lunch at Pizza Ranch, which, if you guys don't know, it's a pizza buffet that makes you have just the craziest shits.
Yeah.
And I had those. Afterwards, I went over to my father's house, and so did my brother, and my other brother, and my girlfriend, and one of my brother's girlfriends. That's all the people.
That came out weird.
Yeah. Wait.
One of my brother's girlfriends.
Wait, one of my brother's girlfriend. One of my brother's girlfriend. Yeah, that's the one. And my dad, and my stepmom, and we played euchre, and I watched round 3 of the Masters.
I didn't play euchre.
No, because Nick doesn't like euchre.
I don't like card games in general.
Nick doesn't like fun, mostly.
No, I had fun. I was playing Rocket League.
And also, I went home, and I cleaned my house, and
then we went and had dinner.
Then we had more pizza for dinner,
which I didn't even think about until we were there, and I'm like,
I was pretty upset about it, honestly.
Pizza.
I know you wanted me to go to try it.
I didn't even think about it until we were there, and
I wasn't pumped about it, but I was like, fuck, like I want to try. It's mod pizza.
It was good though.
I've never had it before. It was good pizza. But by the time I was done eating it, I was like, well,
by the time
this was a mistake.
We got like 3/4 of the way through our mega dough pizzas with a bunch of meat on it and black olives to make it healthy.
Hell yeah.
We're just like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
And I gave you my leftovers.
I ate it all for the next day. So I had pizza like 3 meals in 2 days.
I had pizza. I had Pietros last night and took it to work for lunch today.
Yikes, man. I had a calzone last night.
Did you really?
I'm not even joking. Caleb brought one home. So if you guys are getting the picture here, we eat like crazy. We eat like shit mostly.
I had a chicken pot pie yesterday.
Chicken pot pies are dope.
This has just turned into a food podcast now.
I'd be into
not
a
even
food
like
podcast.
How was your week? It's what did you eat this last week?
Welcome back to What Did You Eat?
Is this another episode of What Did You Eat?
I think so. Yeah, it was good. And then Nick came back to my place and we played
Rocket League for a while.
And then we played Mario Party on the GameCube.
It was an intense game of Mario Party.
Yeah, I was really good.
Well, I was going to say, it was intense between Kayla and myself.
I was just trying to sabotage.
You were. And you were doing a really good job up until like 4 turns left.
Yeah.
I eked out a win at the end.
I bought the most orbs.
You did. The only reason I won that game is because I picked Luigi.
Why?
Why did I pick Luigi?
No, why does that mean you won? Why?
Because Luigi's the best Nintendo character.
I picked Waluigi, and I think he's super dope.
And
the dude doesn't even have to jump to break the boxes. He just punches upward.
I spent the entire day just going, wah,
wah. Yeah, I was Waluigi because why not, you know? And yeah, Nick ended up winning. I came in 3rd. I beat the computer.
You did.
What's up? I got 1 star. Not in-game, but one of the extra ones you get after because they felt bad for me.
They gave you an orb because you spent all your coins.
They
gave you a star because you spent all your money. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. And then Sunday, I watched Patrick Reed win the Masters.
He's a real piece of work.
I like that guy.
I read a bunch of articles on the guy. His parents said, hey, aren't you getting married a little young? And in response, he hasn't talked to them in 10 years.
And then also, he stole from his teammates at the University of Georgia and got kicked out. But joke's on them. Went to Augusta State. And beat their asses in the national championship.
He went to Augusta State, and all of his teammates there hated him too. but they kept him on because he's really good at golf.
Yeah, he just won the Masters.
Yeah.
He's sick.
He's a heel.
I like it.
He's like a WWE heel.
I like
WrestleMania was on Sunday.
Did you watch it?
I watched some of the highlights, yeah. Ronda Rousey did really well. John Cena got squashed by The Undertaker.
Yeah.
And Brock Lesnar beat Roman Reigns.
I don't know who Brock Lesnar is.
Bork Laser.
That's the one.
Yeah, okay.
But besides that, I went golfing today.
We're going golfing on Sunday.
We are going golfing. This was my first round of the season. It's the 11th. Oh, let me tell you what happened today. I booked a deal on Golf Now for Mactown because they had a deal, $15 for one person with a cart for 18 holes. That's insane cheap.
Wow.
Yeah. The issue is I bought it for two people, spent $38 for me and Kayla. It was a 9 a.m. tee time, got up, went to Mactown, and it's closed. It doesn't open until the 12th.
So you can't get another date for it?
No, because it's I tried to call Golf Now, and it was a 1 hour wait time. And then I said, just push the button that says call back when available. Never got a call back. So hopefully I get my money back, but...
That's a cool website. I'm seeing $40 for 18 holes at Aldine with a cart.
Yeah, are you on my Amazon?
No, I'm on golfnow.com.
Oh, yeah. So I did that, and it was closed.
That sucks.
Yeah, I was real pissed about it. And there were like some landscapers out there. I was like, hey, do you know anything about what's going on? He's like, yeah, you shouldn't have been able to book that tee time. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, man.
And I was like, they're like, yeah, that's Golf Now's issue because they don't deal with Golf Now, obviously. It's like a nationwide thing. And I was like, well, you better check your own website, too, because I went on the Forest Preserve tee time, and they had tee times all day for it.
It's like my Taco Bell experience that I'm currently dealing with.
Yeah. That's a whole debacle.
Where they're like, oh, yeah, it's not our problem because you did it through this thing.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
But, bright side, I did end up getting to go golfing at Elliott today for the same deal. So,
nice.
As soon as I get my money back for the other one, that's good news. But, also good news, in the middle of a swing, I had a giant cyst on my wrist, on the top of it, right in the crevice between my hand and forearm, which would be the wrist. And after a swing, it was like the size of a golf ball, mind you. So this thing popped at the end of it popped and all the fluid and shit came out.
This is disgusting.
It felt crazy. I was like, I swore pretty loud at the golf course, and it was pretty packed. So there were like people in front of me and behind me, and I seemed like an insane person because I hit the ball like 15 feet because the thing popped in my hand. And yeah, it popped and it felt weird, and then I took my glove off and I was like, oh shit, the thing's gone. I'm so pumped. And yeah, now it feels great. And it was a blessing, even though it cost me a stroke. Like a literal stroke.
Yeah, a stroke out on the course.
But yeah, those were the highlights of my week and a half.
Holy smoke. Sorry. I scroll through Twitter while we're doing everything, and the Sixers are up 37-10 on the Bucks.
The Sixers are dope.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons is sick.
Ben Simmons isn't a rookie.
Ben Simmons is better than Giannis.
He is, yeah.
Giannis sucks.
He isn't. Anyway, this is Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast, the one podcast where we talk exclusively about Dragon Ball.
Nothing else.
We really appreciate you guys listening, and we'll just do our social media plugs. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Universe7Pod. You can find us on Twitter at twitter.com/Universe7Pod. Email us at universe7pod@gmail.com, and leave us a rating and a review on iTunes. Appreciate that. But yeah, we're here to talk about episode 58. Yep.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about chapter 1 of the Dragon Ball Super Manga.
It's very short.
It's very short, and I guess I'm going to take this moment now. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to apologize for making you all believe that you are getting a manga recap and instead giving you a King of the Hill podcast.
I thought it was hilarious.
I did too. A lot of people did not agree with us.
Yeah.
So
comedy's hit or miss.
Yeah. And apparently we missed.
Yeah.
I was bummed out because I spent a lot of time like in my head, even though like that little kind of fake out intro, it's only like a minute and a half of audio. I spent a lot of time thinking about how I wanted to do it, and I was really excited, and I'm like, hey, listen to this. This is awesome.
Yeah, now don't all you people feel like shit now? Is that what you were trying to do?
No.
Okay. No. I didn't know where you were going for there.
I misread it. I misread our listeners. They do not appreciate being taken advantage of.
And also, they don't appreciate King of the Hill.
Only one person did.
Yeah. Who was that one person?
I don't know. I can probably scroll up and find it. You're going to have to talk.
I don't want to do that. Let's see.
Okay, so we got no, Tim on Facebook and Maggie Perry both said that they liked it.
All right, dope. We got 2 people out of like 50.
Yeah.
50, that's a good ratio.
50,000. We have so many listeners.
Yeah, I go like 50 is
You're abbreviating.
It's an increment. Like, yeah. Actually, I want to say 1,000 because it's a given. Clearly.
But yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't apologize.
We will probably do it again.
Yes.
But anyway, let's go ahead and get into our feedback. We don't have any news for this week, or at least I don't.
We don't have any feedback or news from this week.
Let's just go ahead and get into the recap.
And suffer through this.
We do have one piece of feedback
We have 2, technically. We have maybe a review that we haven't read.
Oh, yeah. So this one's from Margarita on email. U7Pod057@gmail.com.
Read it, please.
She says, hey guys, I was bummed I couldn't send feedback for the last episode since it was one of my favorites, but life got in the way. About episode 58, I liked it overall, and Zamasu's voice is so much creepier than English than in it. Oh, sorry. It's so much creepier in English than in Italian. I'm really curious to hear what he sounds like in Italian.
That sounds hilarious. All right. With the English voice, anytime I think of his voice in my head, I always imagine him going like this with his fingers, like every time he's talking.
For those of you who are listening, because all of you are listening, Mason's holding his hands up like he's doing spirit fingers, but he's got the back of his hands facing out. So
it's like little creepy fingers,
like little lobster hands.
I feel like that's how I imagine his voice, like him inside his head feeling at all
really?
times. Yeah,
I don't see that.
Just like
that's an odd thing.
Just like greedy and like bleh, and just like blech. I don't like it. It makes me feel gross.
I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, but Margarita, if you have a clip of Zamasu in Italian, please send that to us. I would really, really like to hear that.
Yeah.
But she does say that there were 2 things that she kind of hated. Trunks and Mai, what a surprise. It's always a bit annoying. Definitely the one thing I didn't miss from this arc. I didn't mind them, but I don't mind Mai.
Yeah, Trunks is annoying.
And why are they so upset that Zamasu has an indestructible body? So did Majin Buu and, in a way, Cell. I don't remember how they refer to it in Japanese, but enough already with discussing it as if it was something unseen. Besides that, I really like the plot thickens feeling of the episode, so I'll give it a solid 7. Bye. Okay, so the reason they're upset and we're upset by this, the whole indestructible body thing, is that they're really botching the translation, in my opinion. Like, it might be more literal than...
I don't think they're just botching it, they're just changing it.
Yeah. I think they're translating it more literally. What they should be saying is...
But why? Like, they know what they meant, so they're just changing it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they know what they meant, but I think that's the literal translation of it, even if it doesn't.
This is the point in the anime they're going to start going for a literal translation.
I know, it's stupid.
So yeah,
which is why we don't like it. What they're supposed to be saying,
the dub is
that what they're supposed to be saying is that he is immortal. He cannot be killed
ever.
It's just like Vegeta wanting immortality in the Saiyan Saga and Frieza wanting immortality in the Namek Saga. So Majin Buu and Cell didn't have an indestructible body like they're saying it. Right. Yeah, it's not like
still die.
It's
they
not
both
a
clearly died. Yeah,
it's not a perk that Zamasu has like Buu and Cell did. Buu and Cell just had natural regenerative abilities. Zamasu does not. If he didn't make that wish to make himself immortal, Trunks' sword would have killed him.
Or at least the final flash.
Yeah. He wouldn't be able to tank all the stuff he's doing. The reason he can do it is because he is completely immortal. So yeah, there's that. Thank you for the feedback. Appreciate that. And all right, so what do we want to do first?
What do you mean?
We'll do the episode first, and then we'll do the
Do you want to give a anime corner?
Oh, yeah, I don't have an anime corner. I don't do anime corners.
Who does those?
You do.
Oh, shit.
But you gave... You okay there?
I'm moving on the mic.
I hear it.
Sorry. I had to adjust it. Give me a break.
You did an anime corner last week.
So you're going to do...
My podcast corner.
A cockcast corner. Porner. Sorry.
No.
All right.
Yes.
Go for it. What is it? What's the podcast?
So last time I did one of these, I told you guys about one of the first podcasts I ever listened to, the Black Tapes. And today I'm going to tell you about one of the podcasts that I recently started listening to.
Oh my God, just say it already. Sorry.
This podcast is called The Phenomenon, and it is inspired by serialized science fiction radio shows of the past. The Phenomenon is a fictional podcast with an international cast and a rich sound design that follows people from around the world during a catastrophic extraterrestrial invasion.
Spoiler alert.
When a supernatural threat drives mankind to the point of extinction, survivors around the globe struggle to endure in a world which has 3 rules. Do not look outside. Do not look at the sky. Do not make noise. And it is based on the novel by R.K. Kaddick, also called The Phenomenon, which I have not read, but I know at least one of our listeners has read it and really liked it. And they also listened to the podcast and they liked it. So that is my recommendation of this week. It's really short. There are
8 episodes.
Yeah.
That was a sick guess.
Yeah, there are only 8 episodes of the first season, and first season's completely done. So we're waiting on the second season. So it's a really quick listen. Most of their episodes, actually all of their episodes, are shorter than like half of our episodes. So
what a bunch of bullshit. I signed up for free content. I deserve over an hour and a half.
Exactly. But yeah, I highly recommend it. You can subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts. So highly recommend it. Once again, that is the Phenomenon podcast. Check it out.
Oh, also, we have a review to read.
Oh, we do have a
God damn it.
I have it up here on my screen too. And
I was going to read it on mobile, and I was going to cut off the title because I can't read the full title on mobile.
So we're not positive if we actually have read this one already or not.
We're about to read it again.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so
if not, thank you for the feedback.
This one is from Michael on Apple Podcasts. Says, as a Dragon Ball fan, this is a must listen. 5 stars. The Dragon Ball community can be one of the most obnoxious, and these 2 fellows are a breath of fresh air to me. It's nice to listen to people critique the show without making me roll my eyes. I can't imagine.
Yeah, that seems a little far-fetched, my man.
Great humor, down to earth. I listen every week. Keep it up, guys.
Thanks, Michael. We appreciate it, man. And if we read that for the second time, we only read it because we really appreciated it.
Today I learned that we're not obnoxious.
That's news to me, man.
Compared to other ones I've heard, we're not obnoxious. But I
don't think I've listened to a single full more than 3 minutes of another Dragon Ball podcast.
I don't blame you. Oh man, I'm scrolling through all of them now. Some say that we have great attention to detail.
That's not true. If you guys want to know the process of how we make these podcasts, we watch both episodes in a row, don't take any notes, and then we record.
We started really high. Like I actually wrote an entire recap.
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, and I think once we kind of just got going, we're like, yeah, we can do this. We can wing it and make it work.
You also had like kid stuff too going on because at the time
at the time we started the podcast, my son was like just over a month old.
Yeah, and it wasn't like he was just lay there because he's a baby, you know.
Yeah, he's a little blob.
Now he's more like, oh, I'm older and throwing things.
Now he runs around and throws tennis balls at you.
Yeah, which is fine because I just make him go fetch. Yeah. But
he's got an arm.
Yeah, he could throw hard.
Yeah, he headbutted me in the nose while I was sleeping last night.
Did you like it?
No.
Oh, my bad.
I woke up at 3:00 in the morning to a baby's head hitting me in the nose, and then he started crying.
Don't have such a hard nose, idiot.
Apparently.
What do you have, calcium deposits in there?
I guess I do.
What were we talking about?
We just done our iTunes review.
Oh shit, yeah. Thanks, man. What else do we have?
That's it.
I just got us back on track.
You did.
That was
work.
Weird. Sponsor. We need a sponsor, don't we?
Yep, and that's on you.
Our sponsor this week is Pop Money. Pop Money Services lets you send money directly through your phone. All you have to do is connect your debit card or bank account, and then you can send it to anybody who also has the app on their phone or a computer to sign into. They get your money, you send it, they send their money, you get it. I use it to send my rent to my landlord.
Pop Money. Okay, and we are back for...
What's going on, my super sandwiches? Today we're going to be discussing episode 58 of the Dragon Ball Super podcast show. Shit.
You're on your own.
Yeah, it started the same way it left off, right?
No.
Shit. Did it not?
I don't think it did, actually.
God damn it. The one time it doesn't?
Wait, no, it did.
Give me a break. Yeah, it always does.
It ended with Zamasu and Zuno. And it started with Zamasu and Zuno.
Yeah, so I'm right.
Yeah.
He beats the shit out of that guy to make him tell him about the Super Dragon Balls.
And
Goku.
And the Saiyan Goku.
The Sun Goku.
The Sun Goku.
The son of Goku.
Yeah, basically this entire scene is just Zamasu
talking about
not
Goten.
acting like a Kai. And nothing really of note happens. I mean,
he finds out everything that he wants to find out.
He finds out the lifespan of a cockroach.
Of a cockroach.
Of a cockroach.
What the fuck's a cockroach?
It's a...
Taco cockroach?
Yeah.
Gross. That'd be a sick band name.
Taco cockroach?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that is a good band name.
Right? That's copyrighted. Nobody take it.
Yep. There's a typo in this wiki. He says Zamasu also asks Zeno for their location and to tell him about Goku.
It's demanding a lot from the
weak
Lord of the Universes.
Yeah. I edited my first Wikipedia page
just now?
Last week. I edited John Mulaney's page to show that he's hosting SNL this weekend.
Did they say your grammar's shit and they changed it back?
No, it went right away and they kept it there. Yeah.
Good job, man.
Anyway, we jump back to Earth and Capsule Corporation. Bulma is feeding the beaten down Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks a sensu bean. And they wake up.
And then Trunks is like, oh, thank God we're back. He's just like shits on his own planet. Like he forgot that they needed help. And he's like, oh, God, thank God I'm out of that shithole.
Like, did he forget that Mai just let him go?
Yeah,
he was so, really upset about that.
He's so pumped now. He's like, God, thank God I'm away from that crazy woman.
Like, it was even different when
he
went the first time.
Maybe that's why it didn't seem like he was trying too hard to get out. He was just kind of like tapping on the window. He was like, oh, I'd really like to stay, but geesh, look what you did. I'm sorry. Looks like I got to go back to the future.
Oh, I mean, if you really want me to,
I'll do it. I'm not going to like it per se, but they only have like good food, warm clothing, not destruction all over the place.
Sun.
Somebody who looks like me, that is me, but younger. A younger you could just wait for you to grow up.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, I might not come back.
I'm done. I'm just going to chill in the past. A guy's going to come who looks like me, but he has purple hair.
Yeah, none of this seems good.
But she feeds him the sensu beans. Trunks is real pumped about being back. Goku immediately wants to go back. And
then, yeah, like, what the hell is that guy ever thinking?
Apparently nothing, because he was supposed to bring the sensu beans with him, and he left them on the toilet.
Was he taking a shit or was he taking a piss? Because that distinction is important to me, because they just ate like poop beans.
To quote Goku earlier in the series, he was summoning the dragon.
So taking a piss.
Yeah,
that's better than pooping, because then they would have eaten poop beans.
I would assume so, because they said he left them on the toilet.
Why did he take those in the bathroom with him? You eat those.
Yeah. Well, they're in the bag.
And they cure you. Like, it's not like it's going to hurt you.
Like if you got E. coli, it's not like a sensu bean wouldn't fix that immediately.
But I don't know, it's just a weird thing to bring food in the bathroom. I don't want to do that.
I feel weird bringing like my phone in the bathroom.
I brought water in the bathroom.
That's
and I was
disgusting.
Like, yeah, I didn't feel good about it.
You haven't done it since.
I dumped it out.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this doesn't seem right.
Now, I'd imagine he was peeing and he put the bag on the back of the tank while he was peeing. You know what I mean?
I think
because if you were pooping, you're sitting down and he like
I think he put it inside
himself.
the tank.
Like it was drugs. He taped it inside the tank
in
case of a bad day.
Yeah.
Gotta get my smack.
And then Bulma found it because she was looking for hers, you know? You know how that old situation goes.
Her Pall Malls are in the back.
Her Pall... Like the McDonald's of cigarettes.
You smoke Pall Malls? Gross. You think I made them money? We have...
Yes, actually.
We have that video to thank for this entire podcast.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Man, we haven't used that song since episode 1.
That's a good song.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, we'll probably use it again.
Oh, for sure, use it again.
Like this episode.
Yeah, we'll use it this episode.
Otherwise, we'll forget.
Yeah, we're not going to use it this episode.
Oh my God, shut up.
Oh my God, should we just talk about the episode? Can we please just talk about the episode?
No, man, I don't want to talk about this episode anymore.
Protect Supreme Kai Gowasu. Destroy Zamasu.
What?
That's the name of the next episode.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah. Goku is supposed to be carrying them, but he recalls that he went to the bathroom before going to the future and left the sensu beans there.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, my bad, I forgot them."
Yeah. Trunks is surprised at
they're all really loud. I don't like loud people too much, so like I would be really annoyed at being in that situation. Like Bulma's just constantly yelling.
I don't mind Bulma. Bulma's funny when she's screeching like that, but Trunks and Goku are like, I
don't like it.
I don't like it. Trunks is surprised that the three couldn't defeat Goku Black, but they explain that not only did he assume a new transformation,
but he's invincible. But
he has Zamasu with him as an ally, and he has one unbelievable body.
It's almost incredible.
Yeah. Some would say
hot. One hot bod.
You grind meat on those
cheese on those
wheels.
Abs. Meat on those wheels?
Yeah, I don't know.
What does that mean?
It was like, when I got that sentence, it's like when I'm playing pickup basketball. And by playing pickup basketball...
the last time you played pickup basketball.
Say, by playing pickup basketball, I mean like 10 years ago, when I would have...
10 years ago is even a stretch.
No, I've played in the last 10 years. I chipped my tooth on somebody's shoulder like 6 years ago.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I've cracked my tooth because my wisdom tooth grew into it, and then I pulled it out of my skull.
Ouch, man.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I didn't have dental insurance.
It's like me in that sentence was like when I'm playing pickup basketball and I have an open shot and I'm standing there and I don't want to take the shot because I know I'm gonna miss, but I also don't want to pass the ball because it's like
you're a little bitch then, you know.
Oh, I'm one of those people that like forever has the yips. Because as soon as I get the ball, I'm like, I can't shoot. But I can't drive because I'm not tall, and I'll get blocked immediately.
So pass.
So
basically...
pass me the ball, and I pass it back to you.
Or you're also just a white guy, and you can only play defense.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I am at basketball as well. But I'm not even talking about playing defense well, but that's definitely my best part of my basketball game.
Yeah, that is me with that sentence. I had
I
had an open shot in front of me, and I didn't know what to do. So
definitely not shoot.
I just flailed around. I flailed around and eventually just passed it on to you.
Onto me?
Yeah, because you finished the sentence. You said grind meat on those abs, and I said grind meat.
I thought we were talking about a literal basketball game at this point in time. I'm sorry.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, it's the last game of the season.
Also, Mario Tennis comes out in 2 months.
And also World Tennis
Tour.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm pumped about that.
Wait, is it Tennis World Tour? It's TWT.
Tennis World Tour, yeah.
It would be weird if it was double TC.
Are you going to get it?
Yeah, for sure I'm going to get it.
Yeah, we'll play doubles.
Yeah, I guess. I want to play you, though.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm going to beat you.
We're both going to be Federer.
Yeah, why wouldn't I be Federer?
We get so off track so quickly.
Yeah, the games are dope.
I have an idea.
What?
I'm going to write it down here.
I don't know what that means. Dude, we had that review on the screen and you forgot to talk about it. What are we talking about?
Nothing.
I
wrote it down because I know I'll talk to you about it after the podcast, and I'll forget. Like the time I told you I would show you what Dokkan was after the podcast. I
still have no idea what that is.
You left immediately, and I forgot to bring it up.
It was late. Yeah.
I wrote it down, so we got it.
What are you showing me?
An idea I have.
Oh, okay. For what?
The podcast.
Okay, dope.
Anyway, Future Trunks walks out with the Pilaf gang. Oh, sorry. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Goku suggests that they can also become immortal. Well, invincible. Now, I was really excited when he said that because I'm like, oh, shit. Are they going to use the Dragon Balls? But his idea is to bring back an unlimited supply of senzu beans.
And then just keep eating them forever. What is this guy ever talking about? Even if... All right, so granted, yes, you could heal yourself over and over, but what if they just get bored and obliterate you? Like, that's not invincible. Like, you could still die, idiot.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of getting obliterated by a blast.
He's like, wait, hold on. Let me... It's like you to stop that. I'm going to have to take this bean really fast so we can continue this never-ending fight.
It's like in Breath of the Wild when you're like fighting something.
Yes.
And you're down to like a quarter of a heart and they're about to swing.
And you just pause it and eat food. And then that's exactly what it is.
Now I'm not ahead of myself. So Future Trunks walks out with the Peel-Off Gang.
All right, so before we do this, the Peel-Off Gang, right?
Yes.
I hate that it's called the Peel-Off Gang. The dude's named Peel-Off. You don't have to name the gang after yourself. It's two other people.
That's very much what he would do, though.
I know, but he's a dick, and I hate it.
Anyway, Trunks informs that...
There it is.
Yeah. Mashed potatoes are back, everybody. They're back on the menu. Looks like meat's back on the menu.
looks like mashed potatoes
are back
on the menu. And guess what's for dinner? Only mashed potatoes. No gravy, no butter, no salt, nothing. Just plain mashed up potatoes.
Gross.
And not even the fake ones, not even the good ones.
Those are the best ones.
Like poorly mashed potatoes that are still really chunky.
Yeah.
And the most bland one you can think of. That's what's on the menu.
Anyway, Trunks walks out with the Peel-Off Gang and Little Trunks and tells them that Future Mai was actually still alive, but she's probably dead now.
Sorry for stopping you again, but
I can't even get through one sentence.
Is Trunks part of the Peel-Off Gang?
It says the Peel-Off Gang and Trunks.
But technically...
At this point, I would say
Is Trunks the leader of the Peel-Off Gang?
No. Because he doesn't know what's really going on.
Yes.
So
he's basically like their dumb pet.
Pretty much.
He's like a dog.
He's like, it'd be like if a group of 6-year-olds were walking around.
Contracted third grader, but he's also like 2 times as big and 2 times as strong, and he protects them.
Yeah, I was going to say a Rottweiler, but that is essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
Something a lot bigger and stronger than
but
them.
Much dumber.
Yeah.
Because he's a child compared to what's supposed to be a 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
It's a really weird dynamic. I'm just clarifying that that's the situation we're in. And they don't even include him in their group. No. He's not even cool enough to be included in the fucking Peel-Off Gang.
To be fair, there are a lot of people that aren't cool enough to be in the Peel-Off Gang.
I'm certainly not.
I'm not convinced that we are.
I'm sure I'm not.
Anyway, they are interrupted by the arrival of Beerus, Whis, and Supreme Kai, who asks where Goku is. And Goku says that... Goku comes out and he's like, yo, Supreme Kai, what's up? And Shin informs everyone that...
Yo, what's up, G?
He basically says, he's like, yo, Supreme Kai.
What's wiggity happening, dog?
Wiggity. But Shin tells him that Zuno had contacted him saying that Zamasu confronted him and asked him about the Super Dragon Balls and all about Goku. And
he's like, well, weird story. He was also in the future doing a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, we need to have a talk about Zamasu.
This has been a weird day, and he did weird things. He touched me.
Show me on the doll where he punched you.
Vegeta. Yeah. Just through his chest.
Yeah.
It's a different guy, but still. Situation applies.
Back in Universe 10, Goasu's run out of tea and calls for Zamasu to brew some more, but receives no response. And Goasu realizes that Zamasu is gone. Beers, this podcast is terrible. We're horrible at this.
Yeah, it's not good.
Why do you guys listen to us?
They don't anymore, from what we've seen.
Beers wonders why Zamasu and Goku Black's ki are so similar, despite them being different people. And Whis has come to the conclusion, after hearing Zuno's and the Saiyan's stories, and his explanation is that even though Zamasu is a fighting genius, he lost in a match to Goku. And was interested enough about him to ask Zuno. So Zamasu is probably searching for enough power to be able to assert his divine justice.
Yes.
Goku then finishes what Whis is about to say, saying that Zamasu
used the Super Dragon Balls
to make him into Goku Black. Yep. Oh yeah, to create Goku Black, right?
Not just to make him Goku Black.
Well, that's how it's actually translated into the Japanese. It just says to make me black, which
is way cooler, by the way.
Yeah. Whis further speculates that Zamasu has also used the Super Dragon Balls to create, like we just said, a copy of Goku, not him himself,
right,
as his servant. And then a year later, when the Super Dragon Balls were able to be used again, make another wish to make himself indestructible.
Invincible.
Yep.
Incredible.
With Zamasu's invincible, unbelievable hot bod and Goku Black's ability to annihilate humans, they then went on a rampage in the future. Bulma wonders how much patience Zamasu would have to wait an entire year to make another wish, but Beerus speculates that he used the time ring to travel ahead in time. That way, they can do it in an instant.
This is a lot of hacks, by the way. There's a lot of plot devices.
Yeah. The group deduces that Zamasu is somehow promoted to Kaioshin, but something awful must have happened to the current Kaioshin.
Basically, dude kills him.
Yeah. Even Bulma just like, here's what's going to happen. Zamasu's going to kill Goasu and take the time rings. Yep.
And the things that he has to wear on his ears, the earrings.
The Potara. Whis says the fact that Goku Black and Zamasu's ki are similar is still a mystery that needs to be solved, and Goku wishes to go see Zamasu and
to fight him.
Mainly, pretty much.
To destroy him.
But Whis and Beerus are worried about Goasu's life. Shin offers to take the trio to Universe 10, but asks them to act peacefully as the present Zamasu has not yet done anything wrong. Vegeta walks away, uninterested in Zamasu as of now. He's going to go train or do God knows what. From there, we jump to the alternate timeline. There's a scene of Yajirobe, Future Mai, and a lot of Earth resistance.
Yeah, people that are very nearly on their deathbed.
Yeah, boring.
Yes,
moving
on. Cares.
Back to Universe 10, Goasu is approached by Beerus, Whis, Shin, and Goku, who asks where Zamasu is. And Goasu says that Zamasu has been absent all morning and asks what he did. I mean, Goku immediately is like, he's making all sorts of trouble in the future.
And he's like, what are you talking about, man? And then Beerus
punches
pissed.
him in the head.
Yeah, and he's like, what's that for? I'm just telling the truth, you know?
He's like, we'll do the talking, Goku.
That was not good.
No.
But also, like, how does Goasu not have one question as to where this guy's at? He's just like, I don't know, dude took off for the day, I guess. It's just Seriously. Dude just took off of work for the day and didn't. It was a call. It was a no call, no show.
Well, and from what we've seen in DBZ, he could easily find out where he is with his crystal ball.
He's basically. No, he couldn't.
No, because it was the witches, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he got fused with the witch.
Yeah. But you'd still think he would be able to find him pretty easily.
They should use the Dragon Balls to separate him from the witch.
Spoiler alert.
They don't.
Beerus asks Goasu if Zamasu's behavior has grown to be even a little bit suspicious, and Goasu answers that while Zamasu had doubts about how mortals are, he is now enlightened.
He's like, his tea's clear. What else do you want, idiots? Don't you know anything about tea, dummies?
Zamasu appears apparently calm, despite the appearance of Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast, trademarked, and telling Goasu that he's brought his tea. Buy our merch. Please buy our merch.
It's on Teespring still, I think.
I said Teespring last week. I didn't even realize it.
You what?
I said Teespring instead of TeePublic last week.
That was the same shit, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You'll find it at one of those two.
Yeah, the episode ends with this. Looks like a standoff between Universe 10 and Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast. Please buy our merch.
Also, our Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon. We'll never have a Patreon.
Are you sure? Because I set one up. No.
Anyway, yeah.
I know Nick said that he wouldn't ever ask for money, but I'm not above that.
I know, that's the end of the
Please
episode.
Please support me and my family.
If you look really, really closely in the bottom left-hand corner of our podcast art, you'll see Mason's address.
Send me money.
Send him
cash. Money. No checks.
Money orders or cash only.
No money orders. Only cashier's checks.
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, but I prefer a cashier's check.
Okay.
I like the human interaction of it. Because you can go to Walmart and get an electronic money order in a machine now.
Really?
Wrap your head around that shit. I'm not even kidding. It's pretty dope. What are you doing?
Sorry, somebody asked me a question on Discord.
Thought you were looking it up on Walmart.com. I was like, what? For real? Just take my word for it.
Somebody asked me if I was playing HQ, and I'm like, no.
What's HQ?
That trivia game.
Oh, tonight? I haven't played it one time.
I played it this afternoon because The Rock hosted it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and they were giving away $300,000.
Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know.
Why didn't you tell me?
I had the question 7, and then I got bounced.
How out of how many?
15.
God, you're so stupid.
Hey.
How embarrassed are you right now that you're just so
Everyone
stupid?
knows that I'm stupid, okay?
Me too, man. It runs in the family.
You're not wrong.
JK, Dad.
Sorry, Dad.
Just kidding. He doesn't listen to the podcast anymore either.
He told me on Saturday.
He says, I don't like how much your brother curses.
Well, that, but
yeah.
He also said, I haven't gotten a chance to listen to your manga recap. And I'm like,
you don't have to.
I'm like, Dad, don't trust me.
Unless you want to hear a lot about a show that you've never liked.
So then I played it.
Unless you want to hear a lot about a show you've never liked. Oh, wait. The entire podcast that you've listened to this whole time. Go ahead and listen to it, Dad. It'll be fine.
Anyway, okay, I need to get off Twitter. I'm getting so distracted.
What the hell are you doing?
I don't know.
I don't even have I'm glad I don't have a computer in front of me because I would very easily be distracted.
You'd be worse than I am.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the end of the episode. I really, actually, as much as we've been making fun of it all the time, yeah. I really liked this episode.
It was better than most.
Yeah.
I like to just be a negative Nancy.
We got a lot of exposition. We got a lot of, how did Margarita said that it was kind of a plot thickening episode.
Thickening.
Robin thickening.
Robin Thicke is a douche.
The plot is Robin thickening. And it was just a really good episode. It didn't have to. It was one of the rare Dragon Ball episodes that didn't have any action whatsoever. And we're still like, oh, yeah.
I like those good ones, though. When they do it right, it's just as good as any action-filled episode.
And they did it right in this episode. So for that reason, I'm going to give this one an 8. And
I'll be right on board with that.
Yeah.
I'll give it an 8.2 just to one up you. Actually,
high,
2 up you.
0.2 up.
Do you like that fake laugh?
My high is going to be...
Jesus, man.
I was like, this is a great episode. And I'm like,
got nothing of note to say.
I mean, it was all really solid. I guess the powwow outside of Capsule Corporation where Whis is giving his theory.
Yeah, that was good.
I really enjoyed that. My low is that we had to jump to the future and have that scene with Yajirobe and Mai. Like I said, Mai's been crushing it as far as the voice acting goes.
But I don't care about what's going on without them being there. Like
exactly.
we have no connection with any of those people.
Exactly.
If they all got wiped off of the face of that planet, I couldn't ever care less.
I couldn't care less.
I wish Trunks would just stay. Actually, I hate Trunks. I wish he would go back and die with those people. Die on that hill.
Getting real Jonestown-y vibe in here.
No. Just mass genocide mostly. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay,
you gave your rating. Give me your high-low.
My high is Trunks not even being cool enough to be a part of the Pilaf gang. I don't know why, but I think that's really, really funny. And he's kind of just like their little dog, and he runs around and...
What kind of dog is he?
He's not like stupid, because like Goten's like a golden retriever. He's like a little idiot puppy. Just runs around. He's like loyal. Trunks...
Golden retrievers are smart, though. Let's think of a dumb dog.
A Saint Bernard.
Are they dumb?
They're pretty dumb.
Okay. Yeah, Goten's a Saint Bernard.
Or a Rottweiler.
Just put on my podcast shirt.
You did, man. I'm proud. It was weird.
It was.
I didn't know what really was going on.
He didn't know what was going on. He's just talking. All of a sudden, I'm taking my shirt
off. It was pretty strange. I don't know. Trunks is probably like a Doberman. I don't know why. That's just... It's like dumb and mean.
Let's just go this way. Goten is Dumpling, my cat, and Trunks
is Lilo.
Is also Dumpling, my cat.
They're both idiots.
Yeah.
And they're both stupid. And I don't like them. Yeah, so that was my high. My low, however, would be the fact that there's just like no... Gowasu has no cares in the world about anything.
Which is a shame because I really like him as a character.
But I know like dude just goes off without a trace and he's like, well, looks like he's just taking the day off. Nowhere to be found on the planet. Even after seeing the dude commit straight up murder, he doesn't care that the dude just took off without a trace. He could be committing more murder. Honestly.
How funny would it be if it's just like...
And then like he's also like he's really narrow-minded because yeah, his T is clear, but clear seems to be more on his mindset of yeah, like I'm right. Like he's like his mind is set and made up, so his T is actually clear.
For those of you who are fans of The Walking Dead and have watched past season 3,
I stopped on the last episode of season 3. I didn't even watch the season finale.
Good. It was the worst episode of the series, probably. Zamasu is essentially going full Morgan right now when Morgan had to clear everything. Kill everything living or dead. He has to clear.
Yeah, but like it's still clear. Like I feel like has a really limited understanding of what the T actually represents. It represents a clear mindset, not the right mindset.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
So like he's just he's a big dummy mostly. He's like really naive.
A real dum-dum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't like that because it makes his character, I guess. Like he's just a naive old guy. But I don't know. Like, dude committed murder straight up in front of you. And you're just like, oh, he's gone for the day. I wonder what he could be doing. Go grabbing a burger at Five Guys, probably.
And it wasn't like a...
Jesus.
It wasn't like I punched you so hard, now you're dead.
No, he cut him in half. He like maliciously murdered that being.
Yeah, he's basically the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah.
If the Zodiac Killer cut people in half. Did he?
Directly in front of
his dad.
Yeah. I guess the Zodiac Killer might have done that. I don't know.
We'll
Nobody knows. Except for
Ted Cruz.
Yeah, there it is. That old joke. Do we have anything else to discuss?
No, that's it for the episode. So we'll be back next week. No, I'm kidding.
We're going to go ahead and talk about season 2, episode 6 of King of the Hill coming up next. Stay tuned.
That was such a good podcast.
I liked it.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't, but you know what? I did.
Yeah, I don't apologize at all.
But anyway, for those of you who are jumping off right now, we really appreciate you guys listening. Thank you for embracing the chaos here with us. Leave us a rating on iTunes, especially a review if you could. That really helps us.
We might remember to read it.
We might remember to read it, but it really helps us jump up when people search for Dragon Ball in their podcast apps. Because there are other podcasts out there for Dragon Ball, and I don't want to toot our own horn, but I think we're pretty good. So
I think we're better than. I couldn't tell you one of them.
Yeah, so you just said you haven't listened to 5 minutes of one.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I think we're good. So I
think we're better than we once were. I think that's a bold statement, but I think I can nail that one.
Yeah. If you guys would do that, we'd really appreciate it. It takes less than 5 minutes to do. Not even. I could say if you're just leaving a rating, you could get it done in 30 seconds.
Just put an F in the description.
Press F to pay your respects.
Exactly.
If you could do that, we'd really appreciate it. Like the show on Facebook, share it with your friends. You don't have to follow us on Twitter. We're not super active there. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk to us, we'd really appreciate it. Join our Discord. The link is in the show notes. I haven't plugged our Discord in a bit.
I feel like it just feels that way because we haven't recorded in a bit.
Yeah. Hop in our Discord. We have a lot of fun in there. It's the best way to get a hold of us.
Mostly Nick.
Mostly me. It's better to do it that way than on Facebook, but you can message us on Facebook as well, facebook.com/Universe7Pod. We also check our messages there, and we'll get back to you there as well. So Really appreciate it. We're about to go ahead and get into our Chapter 1 discussion.
Nick's going to read it to me because I can't read.
I'm going to read it panel by panel. Is that what we're doing?
To me because I can't read.
Yeah, it's true, which is why I'm doing all the editing, because you don't know what buttons do what.
Yeah, how could I? I can't read those things.
It's actually quite amazing that he got through the Japanese airing of Super and had any idea what was going on, because he can't read any of the subtitles.
I have an English degree. I don't know how that happened.
Anyway, ready?
I think.
All right.
You got to drop a sponsor for me.
I do. Oh, man, I do. Today's sponsor is Uline.
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 What do they do?
They're shipping supply specialists. I order all my boxes from them, all my packaging peanuts for work, all of my supplies.
I order a lot of products from Uline for my job.
Do you?
Yeah, there's a lot of like tape and stuff that we have to order.
Yeah. 3-inch? Get that 3-inch tape?
We have 4-inch. Yeah, stop that. You made a very upsetting face. But yeah, 4-inch, what is it called? It's like glass tape, like fiber optic glass.
You got that good stuff.
It's like $100 a roll.
Uh-huh.
That shit is crazy. They use it for...
Tape's expensive, man. A case of tape for us is like $45.
We get like
just packing tape.
We get some pretty insane discounts, actually. So it's probably cheaper for me.
No, we get discounts too.
Yeah, but we get better.
Yeah, well... I get golf balls.
I can't lie. I can't tell you that we get better because I can't guarantee that.
I get golf balls. I like Uline because we order our stuff from there. And whenever we order our stuff from there, we get a free gift. And in front of me right now, I'm holding Uline golf balls.
Which he will use and lose all of them this weekend.
With the exception of 2 of them.
When he scores an eagle.
And?
A hole-in-one.
Yep. So, I got that from there. I also have a pair of steak knives that I got from Uline. I have... outdoor event chairs that I got from Uline. I have a toolbox that I got from Uline.
That's true.
You have
NFL attire.
I have lots of NFL shirts. A lot of slots of NFL shirts. I give them for birthdays. I also get hats from there.
You gave me a hat from there.
I got you a hat from there. I got a lot of stuff from Uline, you guys.
I won't lie. I have no idea where that hat is. You didn't pay for it, so whatever.
Yeah, I don't know where my last Broncos shirt I got was. And
That's
I just
fair.
got an Under Armour shirt from there that I don't know where that is either.
Dope.
So, yeah.
You lose a lot of stuff.
I do. It's easy in this house.
It's easy in the snow. It's still snowing.
There's a lot of snow in this house.
There's a lot of snow in the state still.
Yeah.
It's April.
It is April. It's April 11th. It is 8:29 p.m. We're doing good.
On
a Wednesday. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into our recap of
the week. This week we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super.
Chapter 1, God of Destruction's Premonition.
Sure.
Okay, this is weird. We're in manga land.
I don't know I wish I could see it while we're going through it.
Pull it up on your phone.
How do I do it? Where do I go? This is how prepared we are. We don't talk about anything until we get to that point.
But you know what? The magic of editing, we stop
and then we start.
We've been
we've stopped talking for like 20 full minutes.
Yeah, we just started
I don't remember a goddamn thing we were talking about.
We started talking about budgets.
And now I pulled up the manga on my phone, and it says Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast, Chapter 1, God of Destruction. That's it.
I didn't know we had a manga.
Yeah. This is what it's called, the Universe 7.
Let's invite somebody to draw us while we're doing this.
Oh god, that would be misery. Just 2 fat slobs.
2 fat slobs like itching their beards. Try not to do it on mic.
Just burping and farting constantly.
Oh. All right, so yeah, it's going to be a little weird to discuss this just because there's no like dialogue to talk about. But I mean, yes, we can.
I want to comment on the art more than anything else because the thing is, a lot of the time, the art's pretty sick because they have time to work on it and they don't have to do a lot in a short period of time.
So I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. You have it up on your phone.
I sure do.
I will do I'll just say what's going on, and if you want to talk about the art, jump in.
Okay.
Because I don't have a lot to say about the art.
No.
Unless it's something like crazy cool.
Well, yeah, I'm just obviously that's going to be the case. I'm not going to have like a nitpick. I'm not an artist. I don't know shit about art, but like everything is going to be pretty on point. It's not like we're going to be like, oh, dude, the animation was shit in this episode, you know? Like they have time to work on it, so nothing's going to be like outrageously bad. Just sucks it's not in color because I'm a color boy.
Yeah, so Chapter 1, the God of Destruction's Premonition. It starts out with a bit of a recap from the end of the Kid Buu arc.
And the first scene we get is Vegeta's getting his shit pushed in.
With Hercule. Yes, Hercule, not Mr. Satan. We're back with Viz and their censorship. Not censorship, it's how they change stuff.
It's still dumb.
In the future, we're going to get to a chapter where they really change something, and it drives me nuts.
Tell me. Tell me.
Can't. Spoilers.
Damn it.
He's the first panel is Goku with the spirit bomb getting ready to launch it. Well, he's charging it, and Boo's beating the hell out of Vegeta. But it's just a recap. So it's Hercule telling everybody to, give their energy. Goku is launching the spirit bomb. He manages to defeat Boo.
Damn it.
He does, yeah. And he beats Boo and the Earth is saved.
Boo looks weird, right? In that last frame.
Well, I mean, it's when he's dying, so.
Yeah, why does he have to be dying? What a little bitch, right?
Yeah.
Pussy boy. Sorry.
Yeah, nothing fancy there. Just a very quick recap of where we left off. Even though it's not where we left off.
And then we get to a very unfortunate turn of events. Goku has to live a goddamn normal life.
Yeah.
And he's not pumped about it.
Yeah, but this time has passed since then. And this chapter is basically a retelling of the first couple episodes of Super.
Yeah. This is when I'll feel the most sympathetic for Goku.
Just because he's stuck sitting on a tractor.
Yeah, dude's not meant to do that.
No.
I'll tell you that right
He
now.
even says it later on in this, in the chapter here. I was going to say arc. Later on in the chapter. But yeah, it says time has passed since then, and Goku's tilling the ground in his radish farm when Goten brings him some lunch. Goku's like, hey, Goten, are you done with school for the day? And Goten's like, it's Sunday,
dog.
He goes, oh, it's your day off then. All right. Well, I want you to keep this running for me then. Like, he puts Goten on the tractor, and he starts eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like how things go backwards.
It's weird, isn't it?
Bums me out.
He eats the food, says, all right, thanks for the meal, and turns Super Saiyan.
It's a dope-ass Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I remember our first episode, actually.
I love Farmer Goku's outfit. The scarf, he looks like a chic Super Saiyan.
My character in Xenoverse on Xbox is wearing Farmer Goku outfit.
Yeah, that's dope as hell.
Goku turns into a Super Saiyan, which distracts Goten, and something that we didn't get in the anime.
We get Goku actually visualizing his fights with these villains that he's fought before.
Yeah, so essentially what we saw with Trunks in the last week or the week before,
right,
when he was visualizing fighting Goku Black, we are seeing Goku fight against Frieza and just mopping the floor with them. Doesn't even look like he's trying.
Why is he punching all these dudes' heads off, by the way? He does it to Frieza and Cell.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah, he punches Frieza's head off, not literally. Well, it could be literally, we don't know. And then he fights Cell, and
punches his head off. What the hell?
And it's cool because it's jumping back and forth between inside of Goku's head and then the real world where Goku has his eyes closed and he's just doing all this image training while Goten's watching him.
He's like, is this guy gone nuts?
And then last but not least...
That is the perfect summary of this scene from Goten. He's just like, what?
Last but not least, it's Goku against Kid Buu. And this one he's actually... You can see in his head he's not struggling with, but he's really trying.
Mm-hmm.
And then Goten, being the distracted little boy that he is... drives off of the cliff, which breaks Goku's concentration. He catches the tractor and tells him, rather sternly, according to how it looks in this panel, Goten, if you don't do your job, I can't focus on my training. And Goten's like, Daddy, you were training back there?
What a shit dad. He's just the worst.
He's like, if you don't do your job, which is my job, I can't train.
Ugh.
But he's like, yeah, you were training? He goes, yeah, you'll never know when you'll have to face another strong enemy like Buu again. You always got to be ready. And then Goku breaks the tractor.
Life lessons, freak, and throws the tractor into the...
He's like, honestly, I wish I could go somewhere else to train, like the Lord of Worlds place, also known as King Kai.
Is that what they say?
Yes, the Lord of Worlds.
Holy shit.
Get ready. Buckle in, Mace. You're in for a ride here.
Yikes.
He's like, but Chi-Chi keeps yelling at me to work and make money. Goten's like, I guess the strongest person in the world is really Mommy.
You know what I'm pumped about? The fact that we skipped the Goten and Trunks thing.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And Goku laughs, and Goten says that I heard that Grandpa Guillemao is totally broke now, too. Ox King.
That's his name in here?
Yeah.
Guyu Mao?
It's really bothering me.
What does that say? What does that mean?
I don't know. I think it's his Japanese name, but...
Oh, all right.
It's really bothering me that Goten is saying mommy.
Yeah, he just says mom in the dub. Well, and the sub.
And the sub.
Why is he such a child? Grow up already. God.
But mommy said that in your case, there are plenty of money-making jobs out there, just like Hercule has. Hercule, not Mr. Satan, guys. And Goku's like, yeah, but what I really enjoy is training while slacking off.
Yeah, he's a real lazy piece of shit. Yeah. Get over it. Except for like when it comes to his own personal gain.
Yep.
Well, except for money. Just his like literal own personal gain. Not anything to do with his own family, just himself altogether.
Just so he can go hang out with the Lord of Worlds.
God damn it.
But at that moment in time, the Mr. Satan mobile shows up and Goku says, speak of the devil, it's Hercule.
Speak of the devil, it's Mr. Satan. That's a way better line. Why wouldn't they just do that?
I don't know, man.
They mean the same thing.
Yeah. From there, we we go to some planet in the universe
and there's a cat, a little Kit Kat.
Let's just call it what it is.
Cat.
It's Beerus.
It's a little cat.
Beerus and Whis are hanging out.
We're not going to pretend like we don't know who he is.
We're not going to pretend
okay, good.
Who they are.
All right.
Beerus and Whis are on this planet, and these guys are like, hurry, gentlemen, bring over the food. And
there's this disgusting fish. What is it? Has 3 eyes on one side. Why? Why does it have 3 eyes on one side?
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Gross. So it has 6 eyes?
Yep.
Blech. What if it has 0 eyes on the other side?
It's like a flounder.
It has to swim in circles to see anything. That's a way better thought.
The alien says, please enjoy, Lord Beerus. These are the finest dishes our planet's chefs have to offer.
It looks like shit.
He's like, these, huh?
This looks like eating in Vietnam.
Yeah, Beerus doesn't even look really pumped about this at all.
He's yawning. He literally says yawn. He says it.
Yeah. He
says yawn.
He wolfs down all the food. He eats it, and he's like, it's pretty nice. The seasoning is very exquisite. It's certainly to my taste. By the way, did you really believe you could kill me with a poison like that?
You know what's so funny?
What's that?
It's like, oh yeah, this is like to my taste. And then like what blows him away is goddamn instant ramen. It's like, how shitty of food was he eating all his life?
Hey man, ramen's great.
I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Like comparatively,
if that's what he was used to.
If this is like the exquisite food of all foods,
it'd be like
if cup ramen just blows it out of the water. It's like, what?
It'd be like if we spent 25 years eating literal dirt and then somebody made us a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Just eating our own shit and drinking our own piss. And it's like, oh, here's some cup ramen. It's like, oh my God, what was I doing my whole life? Just eating my own shit. Literally. Weird days.
So at first I thought they didn't try and poison him, but they actually did. Because the guy's like, poison? How could I possibly... I guess it just didn't taste so great to you after all. Well, how about this? This is called soup de Saiyan God. And Beerus is like, huh? Soup Saiyan God? What? Huh. And the guy's like, this soup here is a mild texture. And goes, that's enough. Too bad for you. I think I'll just destroy this planet. And the aliens are like, damn it, we have no choice. And they're getting ready to shoot at Beerus with crossbows. Crossbows.
Yeah, what's that gonna do? What are you thinking?
And then Beerus blows up the planet. Whis says...
all right, here's the difference. Manga, he only takes half the planet because they don't try and poison him.
They don't try and poison him. They're just like, I'll only take half.
Because it's just not up to his standards. Yep. And cup ramen is.
Whis says, so you ended up destroying it just as planned after all. And Beerus is like, yeah, there's no way I could let those jerks keep breathing. Besides, I just remembered the man I saw in my dream.
Gross.
Then we jump back to Goku and Hercule. Goku's shocked that he's trying to give him 100 million zeni, which, as we know, is the peace award for
the peso award.
Who gets the World Peace Prize?
We actually get to discover that that's the majority of this episode, which it should have been in the actual first episode.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, Hercule, I mean, good on him. He's like, they gave me this money, but the money truly belongs to you guys.
And I really don't need it because I'm insanely rich off of your last endeavor. So, whatever. Let's let bygones be bygones, right?
Right. But we get more of the same where Goku's like, no, I don't want it. And Goten says, Daddy, why don't you just take it? Oh. That
was disgusting.
I read that word for word too.
Yeah,
Daddy,
sure
why
did.
don't you just take it with this money? You won't have to work anymore, and maybe Mommy will let you go to Kaio-sama's place. And Goku's like, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. So he takes the money, and Hercule says, hey, let's not talk then. Don't tell anyone about this. Just keep it between us.
Vegeta said no because F you.
That actually doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen in this at all.
No. From there, we jump back to Whis and Beast.
Whis,
We go back to Whis and Beast. And Whis is like, hey, so you remembered about this Mr. Somebody who appeared in your dream? And Beerus like, yes, the ultimate warrior who'd be so much fun to play around with. His name is Super Saiyan God. Or something like that.
His legitimate name is Super Saiyan God.
That's what it says. His name is Super Saiyan God or something like that. I could be wrong. Anyway.
Who's to say, right? There's only so many beings in the universe.
Yes. Whis is like, let's go home and take more time to consider.
Nah, fine.
And from there, we jump over to the
world of the Kais, or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm. And Kibito
Old
Kai
Kai
is like, oh, forefather, I just saw one of the planets disappear. And Kai's like,
damn it. I'm reading it from the left or right. I'm so lost this whole time.
You'll get it.
No.
Yeah, you will. I'll send you home with the manga.
All right.
He's like, I have a bad feeling about this. I'll send you home with another one.
All right. I need to.
You need the same one twice.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's it. This one was really not eventful.
It's not eventful, but we covered it. Maybe we should do 2 a week.
I don't think so.
No, because our dub's been running long too.
The dub's running long, just to give you an idea. So that one is 15 pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last one, chapter 34, 45 pages.
Whoa, shit. Yeah. For real?
Mm-hmm. So when we get...
They're just flying through stuff.
Yeah, when we get going, it's really gonna get going. Chapter 16 is...
When the going gets tough, the tough get going, as they say.
Chapter 16 is 39 pages.
I wish you just wouldn't cut me off
as
I'm trying to give life advice.
You cut me off. So yeah, I mean, chapter 1 was you can even tell by looking at the cover on the Viz page, it's different than the rest of them. Chapter 1 is just them basically giving us a prologue into the series.
Correct.
Chapter 2 is when it really gets going. Now, speaking of chapter 2, you guys, to read this, you are going to have to either search for it on YouTube, more than likely, or if you want to buy it, you can get it at Barnes & Noble for like $10. I highly recommend it because you spend $10 and you get chapters 2 through 9.
Buy 2, get 1 for free.
Really?
I think that's going on still currently.
Okay.
The last time I was in, it was like a week ago. They had to buy 2. Well, that's around here. I don't know if that's nationwide.
I mean, it's worth looking at.
Then because you can start reading My Hero Academia as well. You get the first 2 volumes and one of your other choice. Hell yeah.
Get chapters 2 through 9, so volume 1, and then 10 through 15, volume 2, and then get another one.
Yeah, so
My Hero Academia.
It's a very good show and a very good manga.
Yeah, so we will cover chapter 2 next week, I promise. We're not going to pull anything like we did last week.
We'll see.
Our manga coverage has officially started. We'll be a little more, I'm not going to say in-depth, but we'll talk more in-depthly about it.
It's just, there's not a lot to talk about.
Chapter 1, there really wasn't anything to talk about. So we will be back next week to talk about that. And if you guys have anything to say about chapter 1 or anything you want us to talk about, let us know. Facebook.com/Universe7Pod, Twitter @Universe7Pod, Universe7Pod@gmail.com, or our Discord. Check the link in the show notes. And if you do want to buy any merch from us, we'd really appreciate it. It is TeePublic. That link is also in the show notes. Take a look at all the stuff they have there. We're buying some stuff here from them soon, and we're really pumped about it. So thank you guys for listening. We will be back next week to cover episode 59 and recap chapter 2. I'm Nick.
And I am Mason.
Have a great week. Stay safe. And until next time,
adios.
You got the lights on in the afternoon, and the nights are drawn out long, and you're kissing to cut through the gloom with a cough drop colored tongue. You were sitting in the corner with the coats all piled high, and I thought you might be mine. In a small world on an exceptionally rainy Tuesday night, in the right place and time. When the zero standing cured my January blues. Yeah, you made it all alright. I got a feeling I might have lit the very fuse that you were trying not to lie. You were a stranger in my phone book. I was acting like I knew, 'cause I had nothing to lose.